What up, what up?
Poetic soliloquy, poetic soliloquy. I just want to speak my mind, speak my mind. As if that were possible.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Savage Soliloquy here with another episode of Savage Talk. Today we have a special episode. 420, baby. Happy 420. Happy 420 to all my folks. Yes, happy 420. I'm doing a little sharing and stuff right now and make sure everybody know we on. I didn't give anybody no heads up, not no regular time or nothing, but we here, baby. And man, 420, 420. I see everybody celebrating already. People are definitely celebrating. I'm gonna need y'all to celebrate with me, man. Um, yeah, man. Oh my goodness. 420, 420, 420. All right, y'all. Hold on with me. I'm still sending out stuff. Still sending out stuff. Still sending out stuff. Um, but yeah, 420. We all know what 420 is. National Smokers Day, National Weed Day, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever we want to call it, but we know the gist of it is focused around Mary Jane, marijuana, chiba, cannabis sativa, all that good stuff. Yeah, we still sharing, trying to make sure we got some people on here. You know, we on YouTube, we on Twitter, we on Facebook, we on multiple platforms right now. Some a little bit more active than others. Make sure you tune in. You know, ask some questions, interact with us. This is awesome. This is my favorite holiday. I would say. I don't know about anybody else, but it's definitely my favorite holiday. Okay, we there. Yeah, I'm just chatting away, Um, Bo Twanky. We're gonna go a little deep. We're gonna go a little deep with it, man. What is 420? Shays. We got a lot. First off, because it's 420, I guess I'll give y'all some tips. How to prepare for a smoke session. How do we prepare for a smoke session? Because it's 420. We're gonna prepare for the smoke session while we talking about the history. But you know, for your smoke session, you need your tools. It's always good to have a tray. I don't have my top with this one. That's for traveling. Gotta have a tray. You gotta have a business card to scoop your stuff up with. It's good to have a business card that you want and keep ahead of you because you always gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? This one right here is one of my good friends. You know, promoting their business. So like every time I chief up, every time I scrape up some bud or whatever, I see their business. It's good to keep it in your peripheral. Make sure you have a tray. Make sure you have a scooper. Got to have an ashtray. Don't be dumping your ashes in the trash and on paper and on your desk and stuff. It can become real messy. Ashes do break down to dust, and it'll be all in your air, all over everything. So keep it in your ashtray. Clean your ashtrays regularly. Um, well, yeah. Make sure you got some green. Make sure you got some green. This is a very good bag. Sealed for the smell. You know, some people still act funny about marijuana, even though it's like they literally just like made it legal federally. It's still going through its processes. If they don't deny it, then we'll get there. We're gonna get there eventually. Like it's gonna be federally legal everywhere. Right now they still being funny with it. But yeah, make sure you got your grinder. Gotta have a grinder. Bulky buds with stems and all that sticking out of your medium, your wraps or whatever. will mess your wrap up, will mess your shell or your paper up. Me, I like to have filters so that I'm not burning my lip. These ones are paper filters that you can roll, put in your stuff. These ones are more solid filters that you can put in your stuff. If you're not doing filters, man, you kind of outdated. Uh, you get all that stuff that come out the end of the blunt, all the and it's just like it's not good for anybody. It's not good for anybody. You don't want all that tar on your lips. So this helps with the tar. It helps with burning your lips when it get down real low. Some people they all fancy. They don't smoke it when it get real low. So to each his own. Make sure you got a good wrap. A good wrap. Gotta represent my endo, Las Vegas, make the carts and all the good stuff. We gotta rep with the vendors. But your wraps are very important. Or whatever your rolling medium is. You can be using papers. Uh that's what I don't get. I don't got my papers here with me. But I don't really use papers a lot. They're cool and they're more efficient, but they just don't get it, man. Yeah, like they papers just don't do it for me. They're just not fun, man. Like they're like I say, they're more efficient. Like you're going to burn less and you're going to get more out of it a little bit, but just the flavor and some of that stuff sometimes don't tastes like smoking paper for real. Like it literally tastes like smoking paper. That's why I don't mess with them. I like blunts. I like shells. These are some of my favorite shells right here. I make sure that I get hemp shells because tobacco shells, you basically smoking a cigarette, and we know cigarettes are not good for you. Tobacco is not good for you. It causes cancer, all types of other ailments. Just not good for you. It decreases your health instead of increasing your health, like marijuana. Like, but even smoking marijuana, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's other ways to consume weed. Smoking is not as bad when you're using marijuana and using hemp shells, but smoking is smoking. It can mess with you. It can mess with your breathing, mess with a lot of stuff. So, keep that in mind while you're doing it. Smoke, you can eat it. They got THC pills, and we got stuff like cannellini. There's just many ways to consume it. But yeah, get your utensils. This is hemp zone. Hemp Zone, they got some of the best flavors out here. I don't think there's no other shell that tastes as good as Hemp Zones. Hemp Zone, they got a bunch of flavors. This one is Wet Dreams, which is basically a cherry, like a cherry flavor. It's one of my favorites. This one's actually a little stronger, flavor wise. If you don't like the strength of the flavor wise, you can always get like Wild Hemp's. You know what I'm saying? Wild Hemp's another favorite brand. This one empty. But the naturals are pretty good. If you don't want all that flavor and stuff, you also got Karmas. Karmas, this is Karma Natural, which is basically like these are basically the same shells. These are basically the same shells. The Karmas and the Wild Hemps, they're almost identical. I actually think they are identical, but just different brands. Amazing brand, burns slow, doesn't give you that tobacco taste, which is horrible. That messes with your smoking experience. Another wild hemp. We got a gelato flavored wild hemp. This hands down amazing. Not as strong flavor as like the hemp zones, but the wild hemp will get you. It will get you there. It's slight taste of gelato. Very good, very good. One of my favorites. Skunk brand. We got skunk brand flavored with terpenes. Um, Also one of the better flavored ones. Make sure you try this brand. This one is actually lemon cake and mango smoothie. I guarantee you try this. It's gonna be one of your favorite brands, skunk brand. So we got skunk brand, we got wild hemp, and we got hemp zone. I usually don't go out of that circle. Most other shells other than that are pretty much a lot of them are garbage or too thick. They have you breathing hard and stuff. Oh yeah, another Karma. That's the Tropic Trip. Tropic Trip. Speaking of Trip, a lot of people don't know that weed is a psychedelic. Yes, weed is classified as a psychedelic, along with shrooms and LSD, peyote, stuff like that. It's a psychedelic. It's one of the weaker psychedelics, but it's a thorough psychedelic. It gives you feelings from uh, different psychedelics in the different classes. It can give you all them feelings at once. You can actually get slight visuals, and if you take enough, you're going to get some real visuals, some lucid dreams. Um, Weed is an ancient thing. Like you pretty much can't find anything older than weed as far as human consumption. As far as weed, mushrooms, just magic mushrooms, these are like the oldest substances that we can find that humans have took. You know, it's throughout history. It only became a bad thing recently once white people seen that, like the white ruling class seen that, like the people of color, the natives, the Africans, they seen that this was a part of their like religious rites and part of their rituals, smoking weed and taking psychedelics, and they were pushing this Christianity thing, which basically shunned anything that wasn't like Christian like. So they pretty much made these practices bad, and during like the Jim Crow era here, the civil rights era here, um, a lot of Black Americans were still, using some of these rituals, still using weed to kind of get in tune with nature and all that, and it just became associated with Black people. So anything associated with Black people during civil rights and Jim Crow, all that became evil. So smoking weed became evil strictly because Black people smoked it. They would literally have commercials that show like a Black person would kind of rape a white woman after smoking weed. Like it led to all these other things, which led to the famous quote that it's a gateway drug. The real gateway was that it made Black people rape white people, or commit crimes against white people, Black people and Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Like it made them commit crimes against white people. That was the main push. You know what I'm saying? This was pushed by the government, through Hollywood, through theater. They were shunning it because it was a racism thing. And people are starting to realize that. People starting to realize that it was a racism thing. That's why it's starting to become more legalized. The only crazy thing about that is like, there's so many families, so many Black families that have been destroyed, because of the law, arresting people over this plant. Me myself, I got a weed case. Um, I was 17, caught it at 17, and it's followed me to this day. I got caught with maybe like $30 worth of weed. Wasn't selling or anything. Was just literally just going to the store to get a shell. You know what I'm saying? I wish I'd have been like I am now, where I buy a bunch of them to make sure I'm prepared. But yeah, I walked. They called me. They charged me as high as they could charge me. Um, there was 3 felonies. They didn't get all of them off, but they charged me with 3 felonies for like $20, $30 worth of weed. I got beat up for it. Police beat me up for it. Everything. And it just like it followed me around. I got fired from Cleveland Public Schools because of it. Like after I was hired and got good in, it's just not right, man. And now all of these other people are making money from it. Got these big farms and all this, just making millions and millions off of it. While over the years they've made millions and millions off of sending us to jail. Like, so it's a double-edged sword. It's kind of like looking over like, you motherfuckers. Like now y'all making it legal, making all this money, and talking the stuff that we've been talking for years and years, and now they're trying to get it passed, where they can take this off people's records. I hope they do, because it's just unfair. Like you got a lot of people still dealing with this on their records, while you have these companies making money off of it. But back to the rolling, man. Yeah, make sure you got you a good strand. Less stems and seeds, the better. It's some good stuff, man. And you know, this is prop weed, by the way. Um, but you know what we would do? We would take a couple nugs, throw it in our grinder. Don't worry if you go over. You know what I'm saying? You can save it for the next one. Throw a couple nugs in the grinder. You see that? Yeah. Next thing you know, you're grinding up. We're grinding up. We are grinding. I'm a grinder. Make sure you grind it real good. Sometimes you got to turn the grinder over to kind of catch, you know, the sparks that need to be grinded over. Um, that's all we need is a couple tugs. Then you select your shell, which is the hardest thing ever. Like we got all these shells. It's hard to even choose, man. So I'm just gonna randomly choose. We're gonna do the hemp zone, the cherry hemp zone. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's one of my favorites. Man. And they're flavored naturally, like with terpenes and all that. So it's like the smell is just unbeatable, man. The taste is unbeatable. If you don't know what terpenes is, like terps are basically what flavors plants. I mean, like, what gives the smell and like flavor for a lot of plants. It's almost like an essential oil, similar to an essential oil, but it's like the essence of a plant. You know, the smell, taste, and all that. And they've been able to extract it to put it in these wraps, and you're getting crazy flavors, man. Like that we didn't get when I was younger. You know, anything prior to the last 5 years that was flavored tasted absolutely horrible. It tastes like straight chemical, you know, because they were flavoring it with chemicals. So you know you got to watch out for that. You know, everybody ain't legit. Uh, we grind that up. I might not have enough green, but I still got some grinder. You know, twist that grinder up again. Get the rest of that up out of there. See, we got a little bit more. All right, we're dropping that. We're dropping that in our shell. You know what I'm saying? This probably gonna be a small one because I don't want to grind no more up. Um, we also make sure I already got some pre-roll tips, so I'm going to use the pre-roll tips, and we're going to place it slightly in the back. All right, let's get a little bit more space. We're going to place our tip in the back. You know, and now we're pushing our flour against the tip. You know, so that we can get an even roll. You want as much of an even roll on that tip as you can. And like I said, this probably be a smaller one. No, let's just do it smaller for recording purposes, because I ain't about to grind no more up. So I just ripped it off a little bit. So we got a little guy here. All we do is like you kind of stuffing your flour to kind of compact it. You know, compact it a little bit. You know, where you get that even kill. Like, and I know some of y'all probably like, man, little ass blunt, man. I see people talking about the rolling big blunts all the time. All right, but first off, you know, you get an even lick. Don't be wetting the whole thing up. There's no reason for that, man. Like, unless it's super stale, and then the super stale, smoke that motherfucker by yourself. But just hit the tip of the wrap and kind of either push it down with your lip or your finger, you know, and it should stick right on. And there you go. You have a blunt. It ain't a stogie, but it's a blunt. But I'm gonna tell you about stogies. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna like to hear this, but fat blunts are a waste of weed. They are. They're a waste of weed. Most of that weed you're not even going to be able to inhale, and it's just going to be burning. All of it's just going to burn out the blunt itself. So it's like you still smoke like the same amount I smoked with this. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, your lungs only can take so much. You know what I'm saying? Like your lungs only can take so much of the capacity of the weed and absorb so much. So like having a blunt the size of an arm, unless you got 50 people, it's like not worth it. It's really not worth it because you're pretty much just burning it into the air. You know, your lungs can't smoke all of that in. You're gonna get to a threshold where once your lungs get to their threshold of the smoke, you're going to get the natural reaction to cough and exhale it. You know what I'm saying? Because your body's trying to save itself. Like, nigga, you're suffocating us. Like, so when you rolling all them fat blunts, I promise you wasting your weed. I guarantee if I were to roll this twice as big, it will almost be the same effects. You know what I'm saying? Unless, I rolled it to perfection and it's just like smoking so good and burning slow. But fat blunts do burn better. They do burn a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? As far as the thickness, they burn a little bit better, and they feel better in your hand. Other than that, you pretty much wasting weed. You know what I'm saying? Like after you get past a certain threshold, I would say this pinky blunt is about a good size. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to any dispensaries of anything, they're giving you stuffed joints. You know what I'm saying? About the same size as this. That's about a little bit over a half a gram. You know what I'm saying? I mean, actually, it's probably about three quarters of a gram, but that's sufficient to do what you got to do with marijuana, unless you're going into the psychedelic realm. On the psychedelic realm, you won't be able to smoke there. You know what I'm saying? Like you won't be able to smoke for that trip. You know what I'm saying? You're pretty much gonna have to eat it because like I said, your lungs and your mouth, all that can only consume so much of the smoke. And it's all of your like as soon as you put it to your lip absorbing the THC, your gums, it's sticking on your teeth and absorbing over time. It's all in your tongue, absorbing, going straight to your heart, like, and as it goes to your lungs, it's absorbing more. So you got these different processes of absorbing this marijuana smoke, but it's not going to be as efficient as consuming it, eating edibles. As you eat edibles, your body's able to process it the natural way, and kind of it goes straight to your blood flow as energy. And when you eat it, it's going to take a little longer, but the effect is going to stay longer, and it's going to be a little bit of a more overall like effect of what they call a body high instead of a head high, which you get a lot of times from smoking, like the head rush and all that. But yeah, it's different ways to consume it. Do watch your consumption. Like if you're planning on going to a job or something, don't eat like a whole bunch of edibles. Like you're going to be in there zoned out. I do believe that you can function with marijuana. Like people have showed it over and over time again. Like people say you can't, but Michael Phelps was winning, like he broke like all the Olympic records while high, you know what I'm saying, while smoking weed. Montel Jordan, everybody's favorite talk show host from back in the day, livid, you know what I'm saying, weed smoker. Like he's an avid weed smoker, you know what I'm saying? Like he's actually an activist about it. Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of the strongest men, had one of the best bodies on the planet as far as men, won all these Mr. Olympias, Mr. Universes, and all that. Why he was smoking weed? You know what I'm saying? Like, so weed doesn't hinder you from anything. It literally doesn't hinder you from anything. What weed does, it kind of calms you. You know what I'm saying? It kind of lets you focus a little bit more on stuff. Like like I say, weed is a psychedelic. A lot of people don't know that. Like people just look at it as a drug. Like there's a difference between like drugs and like nootropics, and like it's a very thin line between the difference. You know what I'm saying? But there is a difference. Like synthetic drugs, they kind of numb you and like lower your vibration, all this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more about numbing yourself to the world. Like weed doesn't numb you to anything. It literally just makes you focus on like one thing at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you may be focused on a lot of things, but you're probably going to be focusing on that one thing at a time. And that's due to the effects that cannabis has to your brain. Cannabinoids. Like we naturally have cannabinoids in our brain, like that we don't need no weed for it to get there. Like it's naturally in our body. That's why when we smoke weed or consume weed, our body absorbs it so easy. You know what I'm saying? Like it absorbs it so naturally. Like it literally, cannabis is like one of the only substances that can reach like certain parts of our brain. Meaning like this was like an evolutionary thing. If you believe in evolution, it was like an evolutionary thing. Like Why would our brains only react to cannabis? You know what I'm saying? In this way. Same way with like magic mushrooms. Magic mushrooms react to your brain in a way that nothing else does. You know what I'm saying? Along with other psychedelics, they react to your brain in a way that nothing else does. And it's not in a harmful way. Like, there's literally no side effects of marijuana except for like the high. You know what I'm saying? Like the feeling of being high, the euphoria. You know what I'm saying? High euphoria. Um, that's the only side effect. There are no negative effects. There are no negative effects recorded. There's a lot of hearsay that, you know, people have just been crushing over the years. You know what I'm saying? All these negative effects that people believe for hundreds of years, like they're pretty much being crushed by because it's becoming more legal, and we're allowed now. We have more professionals studying it, so they're finding out that a lot of this negative stuff is just it's false. Same with mushrooms, like there are no really long and negative effects of taking magic mushrooms or marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do have something already wrong with you, if you do have like some mental issues, like you may need to get help before you do any mind altering substance. You know what I'm saying? Like, because some of this stuff can lead to a mental break if you already there. You know what I'm saying? Like magic mushrooms. If you're fucking psycho, don't take no magic mushrooms. Like, it's gonna throw your psychoticness to another level. You know what I'm saying? Same with weed. Weed ain't gonna stop you from being a fucking psycho. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may make you forget you was about to go do some fucked up shit, but it just the effects aren't there like a crack cocaine. Like crack cocaine, the effects are there. You're physically going to look different within like a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be able to function like you're not even going to be able to get serotonin in your brain to get pleasure smoking crack and stuff like that. That's why crack and weed is two different things. Crack is a drug. Weed is a mind altering substance. Like, it's natural. This is one of the oldest substances known to man. It's in the writings on the Egyptian walls. It's on old Christian paintings. Babylonian, as far as you can go back, one of the first substances you see is marijuana, magic mushrooms. Those are the first things you see. That's not a coincidence. There are a lot of theories, you know what I'm saying? As far as plant medicines, like plant medicines are legit, man. It's a legit world we digging in. You know, a lot of people believe plant medicines created religion. You know, people took these plant medicines and they had these visions. There's some that believe like the visions from the Old Testament, the angels with the eyes all over their wings, and all these visions that they're talking about how angels look in the Old Testament are literally the same images people see when they take magic mushrooms or LSD, you know, or DMT. These are literally the same images. I can't believe that that's a coincidence. There's no way you can make me believe that's a coincidence. That even people that have no relation with these religions still are seeing these visions of these religious figures, you know what I'm saying? These religious angels and stuff like that. Some people believe it's some aliens, you know what I'm saying? It can be anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm one to not dismay something or throw something away if I don't understand it. Because a person can look at you talking about aliens and be like, this motherfucker crazy. But how can they prove it's not? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more evidence for aliens than any one person can deny. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no one person can bring up enough evidence to say that they don't exist that goes against the people that say that it does exist. The videos, the personal accounts, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you just can't dismiss like knowledge that you don't understand. You know, you got to try your best to understand. That doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean it's false. But you can't dismiss it just because, like, you know what I'm saying, it sounds outrageous to you. Oh, aliens. Oh, spiritual stuff. Oh, religion. Like, that stuff's been around for a long time. There's literally freaking pictures of aliens on grave writings and stuff. Like, and the government actually just released a statement saying that they exist. And nobody paid attention to that. Like, that these UFOs exist. The government released that. The government doesn't release anything. They released it that these do exist, but some going back to the weed and some people believe that them was seeds given by whoever created us to kind of tune us in back to nature. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people believe we get out of tune with nature, and this technical world that we build and is like kind of bad for us. Like it's making everything instant. You know what I'm saying? As far as pleasure, but as far as us living, getting in tune with natural things, it's taking us away from it. Things like prayer, meditation. We're getting away from it because we're meditating on Instagram, we're meditating on Twitter, and now we're meditating on other people's stuff, other people's junk. You know what I'm saying? They're feeding ourselves with, and that can be crucial. That can be very crucial. You don't want to feed yourself just anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some deep stuff to this weed and these shrooms, man. Like they aren't drugs. They're like they're mind openers. You know what I'm saying? They break barriers of you rejecting stuff. They break them barriers. Like, as we get older, we start our senses start dulling. You know what I'm saying? We don't look at stuff like we looked at it when we were kids. When we were kids, we like, oh, we got that that sense of awe. Like, man, this is amazing. Like, we lose that as we get older. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not amazed at as much stuff that we should be amazed at. We're not amazed at a flower growing, the smell of a flower anymore. You know what I'm saying? We're not amazed at the shapes, the clouds and stuff make. We're not amazed by that stuff no more. But like stuff like weed and magic mushroom, it kind of brings that back to you. You know what I'm saying? Once you smoke the doobie, you kind of like you able to look at some stuff like damn, man. Like if you ever smoke weed, you know what I'm talking about. Like you can literally meditate on some stuff for like eternity for real. Like until it kind of like falls off of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, and I'm not talking like I'm not like advocating anybody just to be a drug head, a weed head, or anything like, but it is a medicine and it's a proven medicine. That's proven medicine through history and science. There's no evidence that it's not a medicine. You know what I'm saying? Like the evidence against it is mostly from racism and like churchy people for real. Other than that, like the evidence, the science, everything proves that this is like something that humans evolved or the plant evolved to be with each other, to be in tune with each other. And you don't have to smoke weed to like get in tune. Like you can meditate. Like meditating will get you the same effects. Like sometimes you have to meditate for a long time. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about like an hour-long meditation. And after that, you will see visions like you done took some mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? You will have a euphoria like you smoked a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Like you will have these same feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done it. Like there's breathing techniques that give you the same feeling as DMT, the same feeling as LSD. You know what I'm saying? It won't be as intense, but it gives you the same feelings. Meaning this is a natural thing that we feel, but like the use of the psychedelics, it opens you up instantly to it. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't have to meditate for an hour. Like, but meditating for an hour is like it's a good practice to learn, man. Like, and sometimes you don't even gotta be an hour to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, meditation is deep. You'll see some fucking entities and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not no crazy shit. Like, you'll see like random colors, vibrant, bright colors coming across your face. You know what I'm saying? Like as you meditate and like, but it's all about quieting your mind, focusing on your breathing. You know what I'm saying? Blocking the outside world out. You know what I'm saying? You can actually leave your body this way. You know what I'm saying? You'll stop feeling your arms and your legs. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to a certain level of meditation. And I do advocate that, you can use weed with meditation. Like if you meditate off weed, man, like, bro, it's gonna be intense. I'm telling you. Like it's very intense because like how without it might take you an hour to get there. With the weed, you know what I'm saying, you there 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like shrooms the same way. Like once it gets you there, it's taking you there instantly. It's taking you to this meditative state. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we're trying to get back to, a meditative state in our minds, which is how we are when we're kids. When we're kids, we meditate, like we got energy and we everywhere, but we meditate on stuff. What is that? You know what I'm saying? When we kids, what is that? You know what I'm saying? That's meditating on something. Like they're sitting there, they might think about that for like a month. Have you ever told a kid you about to do something for them and they hit you 2 months later? Like, I thought we was going here. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was gonna get me that. Kids meditate on stuff. We don't do that. We everywhere with it. You know what I'm saying? We'll forget shit so quick. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you pop shrooms, it's hard to forget certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like if you zooted, you might forget a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like weed is a little different. Like weed, it'll take your short-term memory away and it'll make you focus on long-term stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is good for meditation because usually the long-term stuff is what's affecting us, is what's messing us up mentally, physically, and spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Once you get past that, you know what I'm saying? You're able to be a more whole human. You know, and that's what we're trying to get you with. Like, that's what 420 is about to me. It ain't just about getting high. Like weed is not just a drug. It's not a drug. It's a psychedelic. It's a nootropic. It's an ancient medicine. It's literally an ancient medicine. And people be weirded out how people are so dedicated to it. It's because it's not just a drug. It is an ancient medicine that has been proven through probably millions of years. Like we don't know how long we've been here. You know what I'm saying? Like some Bible folks say we've been here 5,000 years, somewhere around that, 6,000 years. You know what I'm saying? Some scientists say we've been here millions and millions of years. Like nobody knows. There's no reference from a million years ago to reference anything from. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know. So weed and shrooms could have been here forever. You know what I'm saying? Like our earliest writings have shrooms. I mean, our earliest like writings and paintings have shrooms and weed on them. That's not a coincidence, bro. That's not a coincidence. They don't have Molly on there. No. They don't have PCP on there. No. No, they have weed and magic mushrooms and other psychedelic plants. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I say, people believe that psychedelic plants are a gift from the gods. And all evidence points towards that. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that after you take a shroom trip, you become so philosophical. You know what I'm saying? Like you're able to look at things different in life. It's the same with weed. Like, I don't know if you ever watched Half Baked, but I don't know if you remember the part with Jon Stewart where he's like, hey, have you ever ate chips? Have you ever ate chips on weed? You know what I'm saying? Like, all the weed smokers knew what he was talking about. What he was talking about, it was an inside joke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything you do, it's just better when you smoke it with weed. When you smoke weed with it, like, you know what I'm saying? You're able to feel parts of it more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to become addicted and become a junkie, but that's the reality of it. Like, you're able to enjoy certain stuff more when you have marijuana in your system. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same with certain foods. Like, everything you consume is a drug, whether it's food, a substance, or whatever it is a drug. Like, that's why if you start your day with some fresh fruits, you know what I'm saying? Your day is going to be a lot better if you ate a hamburger or some meat, you know what I'm saying? Starting your day off. Trust me, like, what you eat, everything you eat is a drug. Meat is a drug. Fruits and vegetables are drugs. It's just, or what we consider drugs, which are mind-altering substances. Everything you eat alters your mind. It's going to make one chemical go one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? So you need to eat good. Like, and that comes with the weed too. Like, I believe it should be used as treatment instead of people just getting high. But if you use it as a treatment, you got to know how to treat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and how do we treat ourselves with weed? You know what I'm saying? Like, you treat yourself with weed by like the same way you do with mushrooms. Like, you're trying to cleanse your body as much as you can of outside substances that's going to affect how you feel. So like sometimes alcohol isn't good with weed. Like if you're using it for treatment, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's better to have your stomach almost completely empty or have a light meal with fruits, peculiarly mango, which is crazy, mango or coconut. Because if you eat like mango or coconut before you consume marijuana, it ups the effects of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's about just cleansing yourself and meditating on what it's doing to you. You know what I'm saying? They sent me to a alternative school because my eyes were red in there. It was 1 gram in my friend's backpack was getting sent to the worst alternative school in my state. So thinking of making ice pick. Man, I mean, I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. Like, but don't go crazy. Don't go crazy with it. Like, but it is true, man. Like, they do it so dirty, man. They do it so freaking dirty. Um, like I say, I had a case with marijuana, and the only reason people get cases from like marijuana is because of the negative impact on it. I literally was sitting at a bus stop smoking. You know what I'm saying? I didn't run or anything. Police ran up on me, uh, whooped on me, hit me with like a 20 piece, like boop, 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 for finding some weed on me. Like he hit me with like a 20 piece, and I'm looking around. I wanted to fight him back, but it's like 20 police officers, and then they take me to the police station, take me to the back room, dark ass back room, talking about they about to kill me if they find anything else on me. 4th District, Cleveland, Ohio. Like, man, like, dude, I was in there terrified. Like, and then after that, they hit me with 3 felonies, man. Like, it's really so cruel, man. Like, and what's messed up about it, I had a white guy in there with me while I was locked up. And this guy got caught with like 2 pounds of marijuana, but his charges were less than mine for getting caught with like the $20 worth of weed because my weed was bagged up. But that's usually how you buy weed. You buy weed bagged up. So they used that to charge me with like some crazy stuff that I'm still fighting to this day. So I definitely feel your pain as far as like them sending you to an alternative school for getting caught with weed. You know what I mean? Getting caught with an ancient medicine. Like I can see getting caught with like some crack or something like that. It's like it is what it is, man. Like we in a fight for our lives, and people are fighting. Like it's becoming legal more and more places. It's becoming more accepted more and more places as far as the weed, even other psychedelics like magic mushroom. They're starting to be accepted in many places as a legit medicine that like no other medicine on this planet can kind of compare to. Like there's no synthetic medicine that can compare to the effects of magic mushrooms and marijuana. Like they treat Alzheimer's patients with magic mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? They treat extreme depression with magic mushrooms, and they kind of treat the same stuff with marijuana to a you know what I'm saying, to a lower extent. Marijuana isn't as strong as magic mushrooms, but it has the same effects on your mind. It'll open your mind. It helps Alzheimer's patients. All stuff like that, man. There's literally no reason marijuana should be illegal. Like I know people have their religious rights and all that, but it don't make sense. I'm sorry. There's no reason for it to be illegal, especially if like it's an ancient plant that even people in the church used to use. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got these new mentalities now that y'all don't mess with it, but the churches y'all come from smoked weed. They ate weed. They used magic mushrooms. like there's so much evidence. There's so many studies that have been done. You know, magic mushrooms and weed have been in the church for a long time. So don't take my word for it. Research it. You know, it's 420, man. We talk about the history of it. The history is like, you know, it's one of the oldest substances we know. So who are we to not even be 100 years old to judge this ancient medicine? We can't judge it, not legitly. But like I say, they just passed some stuff where they're trying to get it passed federally, as far as making it legal on the federal level. Because even though it's legal in a lot of states, federally they can still mess with you. Meaning you can be legit in your state, and then the feds can come in and shut your business down, you know, at any time. That's what a lot of California growers and like Vegas growers are going through right now. because it's a booming business. It's like it's super booming, but it has a cap on it because it's still a federal crime. That's why the stocks, just like stocks are horrible. Like a person can make millions and millions of dollars in California or something like that. And then one day the Fed just figure, okay, let's shut them down. And that's their whole life gone. You know what I'm saying? For something that's legal in their state. So it's weird out here, man. It's so weird. I know I gave y'all a lot of information, but it's real information, man. We actually working on a film right now based off of Reefer Madness. If you don't know what Reefer Madness is, it was an old film made by a church that was shot, that was supposed to be used to keep people away from weed, but it was so ridiculous that it just became a joke, And there's actually Broadway shows about this Reefer Madness, and it just comedies and all types of stuff about Reefer Madness, and it kind of goes to show the ridiculousness of them making it illegal. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So if you're going through legal issues right now, keep your eye on with legal issues with weed, or you got a weed case on your record. Pay close attention to the news over the next few months, because they're trying to make it legal, and the bill, if it's made legal, they're supposed to expunge any of your weed convictions, which, like we know in the black community, that's the majority of our convictions. That's literally the majority of the convictions. Our drug convictions, mainly like weed, and they're giving people like time for weed, the same time while people are making money from it over in other states. So it's just like it's weird, man. But like we gonna make it through this. Like whether what the fuck they say, I'm a tote anyway, because I do believe that is a personal freedom. What you do to your body is a personal freedom. Uh, no law of the land or anybody can make you do any different. They can arrest you or whatever, but you still have the right to do what the hell you want to do with your body. It's your body. If you want to draw a dick on your damn forehead, sorry if that's explicit, but if that's what you want to do, it's your body. People probably gonna judge you and all that. That doesn't matter. It's your body. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't doing nothing to harm anybody else, I think you completely in your right to do whatever you want with your body. You're able to feed your mind whatever medicine you want to feed it. You know what I'm saying? It just, as being a right minded person, you do want to examine anything you're doing. Don't just do stuff just to do it. Examine why you're doing it. Don't just get high just to get high. Examine what it's doing for you. You know what I'm saying? Because weed is not good for everybody. I'm gonna put that out there. My best friend died from cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like he used to have reactions to smoking weed. Anytime he would try to smoke weed, like he would have these crazy nosebleeds and like just these crazy reactions. It wasn't no daily reaction, but it's like, damn, why your nose bleed every time you smoke weed? You know what I'm saying? Nothing else would do this to him. Like I never knew him to be like a bloody nose person, like his nose would be bleeding. But anytime he would smoke weed, his nose would bleed. So it's like it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like it's for you, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you know who you're getting it from. You know what I'm saying? Because cats are out here lacing weed with all types of substances. They're lacing it with, you know what I'm saying, fentanyl or the tunchi, and people do lace weed. So be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just get it from random people. Like sometimes it's good to go to a dispensary. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody trusted that they're probably getting theirs from a dispensary. And you can tell dispensary buds from like just random buds that could be anything. Like if it's a lot of sticks and seeds in it, you probably want to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's real dusty or, you know what I'm saying, real flaky and all that, you might want to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? Like if it looks like motherfucking potpourri, avoid it at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Like pay attention. Like if it doesn't have tight buds that you can see, you know what I'm saying, where you can see it a little bit crystallized, and you know what I'm saying, you can even use a magnifying glass. Like just look up a picture of a bud um on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like tightly packed. You know what I'm saying? Uniform, look like it's been cultivated. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, some of them look different. Some of your times you'll have like fluffier buds, stuff like that, with more leafy type substances. As long as it's in a bud, you most times are good. But if it's just like shake, be very careful, because shake people can mix almost anything in there. People used to mix like parsley and all types of other stuff with it. So it's like be careful with that. You know, that's the 420 advice. Uh, like I say, weed is a psychedelic. People don't know that, but it's definitely a psychedelic. You can use it to dig deeper in your mind as far as psychedelic medicine. If you're not hip to psychedelic medicine, it's easy to just type in psychedelic medicine. You know what I'm saying? Like or psychedelic treatment. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, and they YouTube got a lot of information on there, and it'll dig you then deeper to what I'm talking about as far as weed being a psychedelic and how you can treat yourself out of depression and all these other ailments, you know what I'm saying, using weed responsibly. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, we knew that anyway. Shoot, when we stress the hell out, what's the first thing a weed smoker do when they stress the hell out? They stress the hell out. They rolling one up. You know what I'm saying? 10 minutes later, they laughing at some stupid stuff on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, it works. It works. It's legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody tell you it's not legit, that's their opinion, and their opinion ain't worth shit because there's research on this. An opinion don't mean shit when there's research on it. Just always remember that when somebody giving you their opinion. When there's research on it, you don't gotta listen to their opinion. Like, their opinion means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. The biggest rawest pastor in the world can tell you that's a demon from hell, but it's not true. Like, like there's no evidence of it being a demon from hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of evidence of it being a medicine, being able to treat anxiety, depression, Alzheimer's, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this proven stuff. So smoke your shit in confidence, man. Eat your edibles in confidence. Don't let nobody tell you a fucked up stoner. Shit. There's no such thing as a fucked up stoner unless you on some actually smoking some stones from crack rock. But oh man, they talking about gateway. I'm cool with this. This ain't gonna gateway me to anywhere else. Alcohol will. I know everybody get that feeling when we drink. Like, damn, I need another drink. You know that feeling? I need another drink. I need another drink. Next, you know, you booted. You and that bitch booted. What did I do last night? What did I do? Oh shit, I done slapped my wife and kicked my kids, and then power slammed the dog. I done, like, that's from them. That's from fucking alcohol and fucking these mollies and all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, get yourself on some natural medicine, man. Shrooms, natural medicine. Don't go out in public if you on shrooms. And like, you know what I'm saying, like, and use it at your, you know what I'm saying, at your own risk. You know what I'm saying, like, so I don't get all sued and shit. But like, man, this shit proven, bro. And like, crazy thing about like shrooms, they won't even let you overdose. Like once you, like, if you keep trying to take shrooms, like, it'll shut your brain off to the effect of it. So you just gonna be mad and just wasting your shrooms. It's like it regulates you so you can't abuse it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and weed is the same way. Weed regulates you so you can't abuse it. You smoke so much weed, your ass is going to sleep, or you're gonna be stuck on the couch somewhere. It regulates you so you can't get past a certain level. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, even with the, like, if you drink like the old, it's an old ancient drink. The name escaped me right now, but it's an ancient drink that they made out of marijuana, and they fermented it and all this, and it would be so strong that people would like have hallucinations, like shrooms and stuff like that, and they would kind of be out for like days. You know what I'm saying? It's so strong, they asses passed out for days. You know what I'm saying? They just going through this lucid dreams sequence. You know what I'm saying? And they learn to control their dreams, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real stuff, man. Learning to control your dreams, all this stuff has been going on for as long as we know people exist. You know what I'm saying? And they've been using this. They've been using this. They've been using magic mushrooms. They've been using peyote, ayahuasca. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it. I'm murdering the name of that. But they've been using these substances for years, you know what I'm saying, to treat the human ailment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real, bro. It's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, I can't really talk like I want to talk on here because like it's still illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? People that get on me with the one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? We DM on some shit, like we can talk some real on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've legitly been, practicing. Well, I've been learning the practices of the shamans. You know what I'm saying? Shamanism and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't be wanting to weird people out, but like I am one of them people. I worship nature, man. I love nature. Like I love what the plants give to us. I believe like plants are like the fullest form of God. If a God exists, plants are the fullest form of that because plants feed you. You can't live without them. You know what I'm saying? They the purest form of food that we can eat. You know what I'm saying? They the one thing that can like alternate our mind without fucking us up. You know what I'm saying? Like crack or you know what I'm saying, Molly and all that stuff will do to you. You know what I'm saying? Like that should fuck you up mentally and physically. Like these will let you alternate your mind without messing you up mentally. And they'll actually like shrooms grow nerves in your brain back. Like I don't know, I don't think people know that. Like popping shrooms grows back nerves in your fucking brain. If that don't blow your mind right there, you know what I'm saying? And they say these nerves are the nerves that are dampened as you grow older. You know what I'm saying? These are nerves that are are fresh when you're a child. You know what I'm saying? That's why you get that oh. But they dampen over time because you know what I'm saying, we calcifying our body with all this bullshit we eat and the stuff we breathing in. So we kind of lose them senses. We out of touch with the world. You know what I'm saying? We out of touch with nature. So it's like it kind of grows those things back, and next thing you know, you outside looking at fucking nature. You outside at a park, like at a park that you've been to 100 times. You out there like, wow, like wow, bruh. Like and it's the same with bud, but like bud don't have the extent of it, but it's the same. It like bud doesn't grow like it doesn't grow them nerves back, but it opens your mind, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It takes a little bit of your inhibitions away, a couple of your fears away, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It can go other ways. Like you got your paranoia and all that stuff. You got the same with like shrooms. Like it can go to the fear trip, you know what I'm saying, which some people call the bad trip, where you like, you know what I'm saying, you in like extreme fear or you know what I'm saying, some other extreme emotion, and you're just like, I don't want to be in this, but like, once you learn how it works, you like, okay, there's no such thing really as a bad trip. Like that was teaching me something, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I know I'm talking on levels that's probably above a lot of what people are used to already, folk. But this real stuff, man. Like, if you think anything I said was fugazi, like research it. Like I research. That's all I do. So I'm like, I don't say random things. I don't just come on here saying random things. Like weed has been here before anything you know. You know what I'm saying? Like before the Bible, weed people have been taking weed before anything you know. So it's like you're not even in a place to judge it. You know what I'm saying? Like how you gonna judge a million year old plant? Like you like a fool. You know what I'm saying? Like you can judge as what it does, but like to judge it as good or evil, like we're not in a place to judge a plant as good or evil. We're able to judge it as poisonous or beneficial, you know what I'm saying, or medicinal. Other than that, all them other judgments, people just talking out the side of their mouth. You know what I'm saying? So do what you do, man. It's 420. Do what you do. Meditate today too, man. Find some meditation. Just get in a quiet room, or you know what I'm saying, listen to some smooth music you mess with, and just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, go inside yourself. You don't gotta close your eyes, but it's better to close your eyes and kind of like zone into yourself to where like you ain't got no visual, like you have no visual cues. You know what I'm saying? And your only audio cues are either silence or some smooth music. You know what I'm saying? Like or some binaural music. You know what I'm saying? Some binaural tones, something like that. Just zone out. Find yourself, man. You're gonna see, like, pay attention to what you're seeing in front of your closed eyes. Like, if you're seeing some colors, you know what I'm saying? I get a lot of purples, you know what I'm saying? That's why I even got the purple on here. I get a lot of purples when I meditate, like a lot of flowing purples and all that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like a bright yellow or something like that'll flow by. But it's just you won't know what I'm talking about unless you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like shoot, I've been injured for a long time. I had to learn real meditation to get through a lot of this pain. You know what I'm saying? So it works, man. I know I've been on here an hour, but I mean I can talk 20 hours about, you know what I'm saying, weed and psychedelics and, you know what I'm saying, the history of 420, the history of, you know what I'm saying, what we doing. That is just ain't no stone or shit, man. Like, it's more, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some scientific medicine. You know what I'm saying? Like, so do your research. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I ain't encouraging you to smoke it, but I am encouraging you not to dog it. You know what I'm saying? And if you do smoke it, know what you're doing, know what you're smoking. And that's it. Uh, that's it for that show. We do have an event May 15th, Cinema Central Concert Series Volume 2. We are rocking out. We got some amazing artists, some amazing vendors. Come shop with us, get entertained. We got prizes all night. Everybody who buy a ticket get a free drink and a free raffle ticket. So, you know what I'm saying? You got a chance to win just by coming. Man, we got so many amazing prizes. So many amazing guests. We still got some vendor spots available. We got some artist slots, some spoken word artist slots. We got a spoken word artist contest, $40 to get in. The prize is a ultra HD 4K video production. Amazing quality. That's what we're doing for you. Same with the artist contest. Singers or rappers, you're competing for ultra HD 4K video production, all professional. We will offer you some studio time for any new projects. Uh, Man, we giving away so much stuff. We got some stuff we giving away that I can't give out yet. You know, can't give everything out. You got to be there to be there. You know what I'm saying? Be in the mix. Cinema Central, man. Oh my goodness. If you want to be involved, man, email me, DM me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's my email, Dwayne at savagecastle.org. You know what I'm saying? You can go to savagecastle.org and message me on there. Check out some of our stuff, some of our products, some of our services. We are recruiting for a film right now, so it's going down, man. It's a stoner film, so 420 is the perfect time. Like I say, we got slots for rappers and singers, $50. Spoken word artists, $40. Vendor slots, $50. Because of this, the next 5 people that might hit me up, I'll give you a discount code. No matter who you are, I'll give you a discount code. We'll rock like that. Let's get it, man. May 15th, bro. May 15th. Cinema Central Concert Series, Volume 2. Volume 1 was amazing. We still networking with those people to this day. I'm telling you, we working, man. Savage Castle Productions LLC, Cinema Central. We doing what we do, man. So I just got fam just getting off the plane. We about to get right. You know I'm about to celebrate 420. My wifey at work, so we gotta celebrate when she get back. But like it's going, man. I'm telling you. I gotta leave, y'all. But y'all know we sitting here smoking and talking, man. Smoking and talking, smoking and talking. Hit me up, man. Hit me up. Dwayne at SavageCastle.org, man. Hit me up if you want a slot. Shoot, if I'm feeling frisky, I might throw you even more of a discount. Um, I'm also about to do a later today. I'm doing a contest to give away some free tickets. I think I'm giving away 4 tickets. It's 2 prizes, but I'm giving away 4 tickets, 2 tickets for each of the persons, so they'll be able to bring a guest. So look out for that. And with that, I gotta say, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up. That's what the weed do. It put a couple more what ups on that. It's your boy Savage Soliloquy, and I'm out, man. Enjoy your day, blaze away, and enjoy 420. Hey, that could have been a song.